Every student in the Clark County School District is now entitled to a free breakfast. The change coincides with National School Breakfast Week, which this year is the first week in March. Research shows that students who eat school breakfast show improved academic performance, reduced behavioral problems, and improved nutritional status. Here to talk a little bit more about the universal free breakfast model is Lori Hayon, a registered dietitian and licensed nutritionist with CCSD. You've been on this show many times before. I love it when you bring show and tell with you.
Oh, yes.
We're going to get to that in a second, but first let's just start with this. So every student in the district is entitled to get a free breakfast. Tell me why the change now and who pays for this?
Okay, perfect. I think you hit it on the nail, being National School Breakfast Week for us to unveil it.
Right.
It's also National Nutrition Month, the whole month of March. So being a dietitian, this is close to my heart to feed the students. So that's definitely why we wanted to unveil it now.
Okay. So as I understand it, there's a pretty big chunk of students within the district already entitled to free or reduced price lunch, breakfast.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
Sure. We have approximately 76% of our students already on some CEP or provisional or SB 503 breakfast after the bell program. So 76% are already covered. We just want to cover that 24%, offering them the free breakfast as well.
And then, so you were able to take those funds to cover it all? Is that how it works?
The federal subsidies that we receive through the free and reduced program, we were able to reallocate to cover the 24%.
Covered everybody.
To make everyone free.
That's good. Okay, so let's quickly get to this. So these are some of the breakfast items that are this week, tomorrow?
They're on this week.
This week, okay. So tell me about the bagel and cream cheese.
Bagel and cream cheese will be on our menus on Friday. It's the first time we've had a bagel and cream cheese featured, so we're excited about that. It is a whole grain bagel.
Of course.
So providing more protein and fiber.
Right.
The strawberries, the Greek yogurt, and the elf grams will be a cold option for breakfast tomorrow. First time we've ever had fresh strawberries and blueberries.
So that's a big deal.
We're excited,
You're excited about that.
Yeah,
because that I would imagine is not only maybe a little more expensive, but there's a shelf life that's a little bit shorter than, say, for the bagel.
Yes. It's the logistics to get the fresh product in is quite challenging, to say the least.
Then we got a sandwich here.
Sure, the sandwich is featured in our secondaries right now, and we had a lot of feedback from last year's Menu Concept Expo that the students wanted meatless options for breakfast. Most of our breakfast sandwiches have bacon or sausage. So we removed the meat. So this is just an egg patty on a whole grain bun with a slice of cheese.
Okay.
So we're trying to make sure that we cover everyone's taste.
I would imagine that rolling out breakfast, when you're talking about the number of students in the district, that's not easy. Remind me, how many meals you are serving each day or each month? I don't know how the district measures it.
Sure. It's approximately 1.3 million meals per week.
Oh my gosh.
Just yesterday alone for breakfast was approximately 95,000 breakfasts. Yes.
Okay. So how did you decide on these items for breakfast? Is this standard or?
We always look at trends. We look at what other school districts might be serving or where we're lacking in our menu. Definitely lacking. Like I said, we hadn't had a bagel. So we just acquired that from a new bid recently. Blueberries, we've never featured strawberries and blueberries, so.
I know, you're very excited about that, as you should be, as you should be. So one thing we should point out for breakfast, the principal actually decides at each school whether that's going to be something that's served in the cafeteria, or in some cases, it's done after the bell in the classroom.
Yes.
So that may be a little different depending on where your student is having breakfast, right?
Right. All of our menus combined, we have about 26 different menus. So depending on what model the principal chooses. So if it's going to the classroom, it's a cold breakfast menu. If it's going to be served in the cafeteria, there'll be cold and hot options. If it's served in a second chance breakfast in the secondary schools, it may be on a cart. Okay. So again, it may be a cold or a hot option if the cart is able to have a hot option.
We should let folks know that if they go to ccsd.nutraslice.com, they can find the actual menu for their school.
Yes.
Before we go, the end of this month, you have what's called a Menu Concept Expo coming up. This is where you test new items and you bring in a lot of students to test it. Why do you do that?
We want to get student buy-in. We want to know what they like because they're our customer base.
Right.
So.
Is there anything exciting on the horizon? What are you going to be testing? You said something about a chicken or a waffle?
A chicken and waffle sandwich. We're doing tacos, like a walking taco in a bag. Our secondary students always want something portable. They want something they can take with them. We're trying soba noodles with broth and vegetables, so it would be the first soup type concept we've done. And
then based on what you hear from the students, you'll take that back and you'll figure out what can happen, I guess, potentially next year.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for bringing us up to date. I appreciate it. And it's good to have options. And you're right, students are your customers, so they got to like what you put out.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for your time, Lori.
Thank you for having me.